I'm a truther. I've been getting targeted now for a while, and ever since I moved to this house and stuff, they've been collectively working against me together. The Cowards Network, Freemasons, Illuminati, and stuff like that. And if you know about them, they're the type to watch you and put voices in your head and look for weaknesses to work inadvertently through and stuff like that. And that's what they've been doing to me now. Now, I'm exposing them, so they're coming after me because the level of exposure that I deal with is direct. I expose them directly. A lot of people can't do what I do. Most people can't do what I do. A lot of people go around, you know what I'm saying, subject and stuff like that. I directly expose the enemy. There are occultic societies, liars and deceivers working together. And they're amongst us. There's millions of them in society. A lot of people, you hear them, the Illuminati and all this stuff, acting like they're Illuminati puppets and whatever. And the Illuminati, in case you didn't know, they're pedophiles, child rapists, and stuff like that, like the scum, the lowest of the low. And a lot of people claim to be with them. You see what I mean? They're right there saying stuff indirectly and stuff like that, saying stuff while they're saying stuff, playing mind games. If you're not up on game about what they do, they'll try it on you. They might try it on you. It depends how much they like you or not. You see what I mean? If you're one of those dudes that are real right then and there, they don't like you. I'm right then and there. You see what I mean? I could do what they do too, but I don't do it to the extent that they do it. Now, I'm about the truth. They're about lies. Lies that are empty. The truth is full. It has solidarity, fullness, evidence. You see, it has stuff supporting it. Lies have nothing supporting it. You see what I mean? It's empty. So they're empty. They're about lies, deceptions, tricks. See, stuff like that. Right now, they're trying games right now because they have a protocol for when I make videos. When I make videos, they go and activate, they make believe like if they're activating a trick. That when I'm making a video, they could do certain things, and when I'm speaking, they activate certain like hooks and stuff like that, and energy catches and ties and shit like that. So when I'm speaking, they try to like tie my energy with certain things to tag with me. You see what I mean? Like energy ties. Like if they're changing my energies through their lies and deceptions. You see what I mean? It don't work like that with me because of who I am and I know the truth. So because I know the truth, their lies and deceptions and tricks don't work as well as they would like to. With me, it's like they act like if they are, even though they're not. And I know that they're not, they're acting. So it don't work with me. You know what I'm saying? The way they would like it. Sometimes because I was weak all up until now. I finally got a back surgery. My back was hurting me like crazy. I had this nerve pain and they were working through my pain. They were literally right at the center of my pain. You see, that's how cowardly they are. They were watching me and they could never come at me because I never been weak in my life. So ever since I had this pain, they finally had an opening to come at me through. You see what I mean? So they came at me and they found out that I had a weakness. Oh, he has a lower back pain. And they literally put a base. They literally imagine like if they had a base of operations right at the center, right at the middle of the pain that I was having. That's how cowardly they are. We're dealing with extreme pussies, extreme cowards, extreme pussies and cowards that hide and strike from the shadows. It's exactly like you heard about the devil. They are the devil. The devil is a lie. The devil don't exist. So what it is the devil worshippers working inadvertently like if the devil is, but it's not. You see what I mean? Because they got to come up with a lie to work inadvertently through. The devil, this image of the red guy with horns and stuff like that. They got to create an image of it. You see what I mean? And that's why there's no consistent picture of what the devil is, because there is no devil. You see what I mean? So they go and create this perception of what the devil is like. Red horns, from fire, heat, or whatever, inconsistencies, likes to mess with people, like the story you heard about Jesus going through the desert, and the devil was there, but he wasn't there. You see what I mean? Because it's hiding. It's hiding. So the devil wasn't really targeting Jesus, and the story of Jesus, in case you didn't know, was made up by Freemasons too. Freemasons, the Illuminati, complete fucking utter scum. They're nothing. They're next to nothing. They're very close to nothing. They're enough that you can see the bodies here, because they go and sell their souls and stuff like that, do rituals to pledge their allegiance to the devil, Lucifer, whatever, you know, fake character that they worship, whatever, you see what I mean? So what they do is they give them, they become empty, and then they got to work inadvertently through whatever energies they could steal from people that don't know. You see what I mean? That's what God is the truth. The truth is God. That's no lie. The devil's lies and God is the truth. You see what I mean? God could create, the devil can't do shit. You see what I mean? So what happens is devil worshippers go and find out that lies is like, you know, some kind of like something that they could work inadvertently through. You see what I mean? So they start to worship it and work inadvertently through tricks, lies, deception. So they'll be right in your face. It's like normal looking people. You know, people with families and stuff like that. They look like people. They're not people. They're empty inside. They're the cowards in society that nobody likes. The type that to watch you smoking weed or just walking by the neighborhood, whatever the case, they call the cops on you. And they act like you're a criminal just because you look like one and stuff. But not only those, there's also cowards at the criminal level too. Government level. CEOs, company workers. There's a lot of cowards in society. You see what I mean? There's good people, normal people, and then there's individuals that do the type of stuff that you wouldn't do as a normal individual. You see what I mean? I'm on the good side. I'm on the truth side. And I know what's going on. I grew up with these cowards. You see what I mean? I grew up with a lot of them. So I know what cowards are like because I grew up with them. You see what I mean? They're the type to be right in front of you talking about like if they told you what they were going to do to you, but they wasn't telling you. You see what I mean? The type to be tricky or like tricky. Not to say that everyone that plays tricks and lies is one of them, because I could lie and still be good. You see what I mean? We could do what they do without having to be like them. You see what I mean? They can't do what we do, and we can't do what they do. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad. Depending on what levels of badness you're, because they're not all on the same level. You see what I mean? And good people are not all on the same level. You see what I mean? Like I'm at the top. I'm at the tippy top of the good side. I know the truth. I know what they're like. I've been there. I grew up in the ghetto, in the streets or whatever. So I grew up with a lot of like grimy, snaky motherfuckers that you just don't want to hang with. You see what I mean? I grew up with them. I wanted to leave. I understand what the struggle is all about. So I've been there. I've been at the middle class. I haven't been at the millionaire class yet. But I know what it's like because I lived around it. You see what I mean? I lived in places of millionaires. You see what I mean? So I've been around there. I'm not a millionaire, but I've been around it. You see what I mean? I know what they're like. A lot of them, because they got money, it's like high-level cowards with money. You see what I mean? So it's pretty much cowards at the high levels with money. They're millionaire cowards. Cowards that go and spy on you, pay people to do their bidding and stuff like that. Cowards at the high levels. There's a lot of cowards in society. Precedents by default gotta become precedents. So, correction. Precedents by default gotta become Freemasons. That's what I meant to say. I was a little distracted there because I'm fighting the sensation of they're literally right there. They're watching me right now. They're trying to get in right now and affect me, but they can't because I'm so real right now. I'm focused on telling you the truth and not letting them do anything to me. Check this out. Right now, they're giving me a gross sensation right here in my stomach because I have an incision right here, and I had an infection going on. As you can see, it's a little red and stuff like that. No homo, none of that crazy stuff, right? And they were giving me this grotesque sensation of like dirt, ground with holes and fucking worms fucking wiggling out of it and shit, like some fucking grotesque shit. Because I had an incision, like I said, I had a surgery on my back, and they had to go into my stomach to go to my back and implant 2 discs on my back. Because I told you I've been having a back problem, and they were taking advantage of it. So ever since I've had surgery, my surgery, the incision and stuff, it caught an infection, and they started to imagine like if that grotesque image I just showed that you just saw right there, right here, right now, while I'm making this video, and they were tagging it to my stomach, like if it was on my stomach and my stomach was sprouting all of that shit, like if and I was itching, so they were matching the itching to the worms, and they were going to astronomical levels with that shit. They were going through astronomical fucking level, disgusting grotesqueness to the maximum. They're fucking extreme cowards. So every president gotta become a Freemason by default. They deal with grotesqueness, agitation, frustration, you know what I'm saying, like weakness. It's everything that you'd expect the devil to be like, but in human looking individuals. You see what I mean? They're not people, they're not human, but they act like us. You see what I mean? When they say, you ever heard that saying, they hate us because they ain't us? In the movie started and shit, one of the movies and shit, they hate us because they ain't us. That's what they're like. They hate us because they ain't us. They created a society amongst us that outlaws people who are real. They don't like people who are real right there in your face. They want you to be all cryptic and never be straight to the point and speak on the low and mumble shit. There's a lot of people in society. You go to a restaurant, people are saying stuff, but you don't even hear it. Because a lot of people are bent on not being heard. They want to fly under the radar type of shit. You see what I mean? That type of stuff. So they speak in ways, and a lot of women are like that. They not to say all of them are like that, but most women are on the low. They're cryptic. They're never straight to the point. They're, you know what I'm saying, on the side of that stuff that, you know what I'm saying, not to say that they're all bad or they're all like that, but most women will oblige with the enemy because they're cryptic, mysterious. They speak in codes. They like to speak, you know, they speak their language. You see what I mean? There's a lot of men in society that get a lot of pussy because they're like women. They speak their language. You see what I mean? They paint pictures with their minds. They say it in ways. I'm not like that. I'll say it right to your face. I want to fuck. What's up? Let's hang out, whatever. But, you know, if you say that to a woman, they'll feel disrespected. They'll call their daddy or the police, say that you're harassing them. What an asshole, because you're being real. You see me? You're going straight to they don't like it. They don't like it when you go straight to the point. And this society is bent like that they don't like real people. Now, when someone's being real with you, depending on the level of realness and disrespect that they're taking with you, you can accept that or not. You see what I mean? Because I'll do it in a way like, you know, I'm just being real, and you can feel that my energy is not to disrespect you. I'll just say it straight to the point because I don't want to waste my time, stuff like that. You see what I mean? These are the type, I'm dealing with the type that they'll go and mess with me, and the moment I fight back, any resistance, oh, look, he's starting with me, I'm just over here minding my business, and they'll go off like that. You see what I mean? Like, if I'm the one messing with them, when in reality, they're messing with me, and when I react, they go and act like, oh, look, he's the one messing with me, I'm over here minding my business, and they'll go off like that, like cowards. Fucking extreme cowards. Let me turn off my AC, hold up. So, yeah. Extreme cowards, yo. Like, I'm dealing with that shit right now. My neighbor is one of them, Jaime. Check this out. My neighbor has been messing with me for over a year and a half now. And I mean continuously, religiously, like coming at me, stalking me, sending voices at me, sending my dead relatives to mess with me while I'm sleeping. I'm over there sleeping, waking up or whatever, and I hear my uncle or whatever, like, ooh, like he's dead and shit. Like, yo, some crazy shit that if you went through it, you consider killing this guy. Right now, they're mocking me. They're mocking me right now. You heard them in the background? You heard them? They're mocking me right now. So they're listening right now to me, and they're mocking me, and they're trying to play their games with me right now. You see what I mean? That's the extent of my targeting. That a lot of my neighbors, they're Mexicans, and Mexicans deal with witchcraft a lot. You see what I mean? So what they do is they pay attention to me, and they pay attention to how I feel. They pay attention to how I feel, what I'm thinking, and stuff like that. And they want to be on me. They honed in on me all day. It's all day. While I'm here in this house, they try to be here all day, just targeting, congesting me with witchcraft voices. Like, so if I think, they want to say with a lot of different voices from people that don't know that they're being targeted, used inadvertently. They don't know that they're being used. So they put them against me, different people with energies that could overlap mine and make me feel inferior and shit like that, even though it's impossible. But, you know, I'm just speaking normally. So imagine you speak normally and they put a voice that's at a higher rate than yours against yours without you knowing. You're just speaking normally. You're just thinking to yourself, you're reading or whatever the case. And then they're fucking putting a voice of higher output than yours. You see what I mean? It may mess with, because they're putting it against you. You see what I mean? So They do that type of shit. They match voices of other individuals saying it, and they go as far as saying it inadvertently and reverse and in different ways. So that when I'm saying it, it's like there's a lot of resistance. So I hear other people when I'm speaking in my mind. When I'm saying things in my mind, it's like, you know, you're thinking to yourself or whatever the case is. The moment I imagine the moment I go to use my mind, they go and know. They know that I'm about to do it because they're honed in on me. You see what I mean? They're targeting me to that level to where if I'm gonna do something, they're honed in on me. There's a lot of them. My neighbor, like I told you, he's been targeting me now for over a year and a half. And there's other Mexicans out here in this town where I live that they're together and they're targeting me together. So it's all of them against me. They're the type of pussies that when you move to a place and you not like them, they try to like sabotage you in whatever ways they could. And my neighbor did that shit to me. Check this out. So he's been targeting me for about a year and a half now. That little cut off in words right there. I was speaking and I just cut off and I was saying, you see, they're doing it right there. It's like when someone says, when you're speaking, when you're about to speak and it goes, something like that, right there. They're about to use that in the future, right there. Right there, they're using it right now. They're using it right now. The moment I said it, what they do, another thing they do is while I'm over here explaining myself in videos and stuff like that, they take my words out of context and use it inadvertently right then and there. Like you just saw right now they're doing it. So I'm explaining how when you're speaking and someone does one of those cut off, like they don't want you to speak. You see what you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of those mockery tactics, like when you're speaking and someone goes oop. But they're doing it inadvertently from their homes. You see what I mean? So they're at home right now, these fucking pussies, cowards, these fucking less than insects, less than shit. Right there, they just did it right there. When I said it less. Taking notice. I'm telling you right now what they're doing in real time while they're doing it. I was explaining my neighbor, year and a half, targeting me. And then when I went to go face him about it, I went to go tell him that I know what the fuck he's up to. You better fucking stop and all this crazy, because it's one of those things that when you know someone's fucking with you, you go and tell them to their face, like, yo, I know exactly what the fuck you're doing. You better fucking stop. If you keep going, I'm gonna fucking smash your face. So, it's one of those things where I did that. I even got videos and all that. Check this out. So my neighbor, being the pussy that he is, he went and played innocent. Like if I was the one bothering him, he's over there with his family. He called his family because he knew I was about to confront him. I woke up to go confront him. You see what I mean? Because I didn't even wake up. They didn't even let me go to sleep. That's why I went to go confront him. A year and a half, I've had enough. A year and a half of him doing the pussiest, dirtiest fucking things you could ever imagine on me. And I mean shit that you would go and fucking kill for. And I took it like a man. I don't deserve this now. So he did that shit to me. He's doing it and doing it and doing it. You're doing shit that he just... If you was in my shoes, I know exactly what I'm going through. They did it again right there. I know exactly what I'm going through, so I know exactly what I mean when I'm telling you this. And you know exactly what I mean because my energy suggests that you know now. Because I know how to use the truth. I told you I'm at the top of the truth. The truther side. I know how to use the truth to tell you things all at once. And that's what I'm doing right now. So it's not just me telling you, I'm painting a picture as I'm speaking. And now as I'm painting a picture, they want to invert it. You see how it is? I'm dealing with extreme cowards, atomic pussies. So as I'm speaking right now, they're targeting me and they're trying to like invert my message so that you don't get the full picture. Because I just told you. So since I told you, they're going to go like this, a gesture, like if they inverted everything. So now instead of you seeing what I want you to see, they want you to see the inverted, like if I'm the one doing it to them. You see what I mean? And that's what my neighbor did to me. So I went to go face my neighbor. And I faced him. He called his family. It was like a whole bunch of them. They started coming one by one, and I'm seeing this right here in my driveway. I'm outside my driveway, and I'm waiting for him to come outside because he usually goes outside, and nothing happened. I never say anything. He usually says some things from his side indirectly and shit like that, speaking to me that, oh, you better hit me now. If not, then it's too late. And I'm over here minding my business. I know what the fuck he's doing, so I don't do it because it's a trap. I know it's a trap. You see what I mean? That day, I was waiting for him. A year and a half, him doing all that pussy shit, I had enough. Right now, he's trying to like put my energy in a place, like on an empty place. The confidence that I had at the beginning, they're trying to take it from me, and they can't do it. So now check this out. I'm gonna flip it right now. I know exactly what I'm doing. Check this out. So my neighbor, a year and a half targeting me, I've had enough. I go outside to go confront him. He calls his family with his mind. He didn't even call him. He just tells them, "Yo, come." He already knew that I was gonna confront him because he's watching. He's spying on me. See what I mean? Him, his little fucking squad and shit, pussy squad. So he calls them up. They come, his son, his mom, whatever the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the whole squad. And so he wanted to have witnesses so that when I went up to him, because I was dedicated, you know, I'm one of those dudes that if I say so, I'm going to do it. You see what I mean? Depending on the situation and what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? So he knew that I was going to confront him. So I went and confronted him right in front of his family. And I told him, like, yo, you better stop. I know exactly what you're doing, you pussy, fat ass. You know, I was embarrassing him in front of his family. He turns around and calls the cops, like if I'm the one doing it to him. He goes and calls the cops. And then he plays the pussy role. He goes the pussy route. That I'm the one doing it to him. That I was bothering. He was just there minding his business. He knew that I was going to go confront him. He was there minding his business. One of those things that, like I told you, you know someone's fucking with you. You go to their face and say to their face and they act, oh, what are you talking about? You're crazy. Go away. I was just here minding my business. It's the pussy shit. Atomic pussies. They're atomic fucking pussies. Under the bottom, too fucking low, that type of shit. So these Mexicans practice witchcraft and they like playing like mind games and energy games. Right now they're playing energy games right now. Check this out. Like if my spirit's over here, like if it's over here and not here where I am. You see what I mean? They're trying to disconnect my energy from me so that I don't, you see, and they just came back to me right now. They can't do it because I'm well aware. I'm me. I know I'm me. I know my spirit, my energy is right here, right now, right there. They had a glitch right now. They just had a glitch and you felt it. Now check this out. So I go and confront my neighbor in front of his family because he called him up. I don't care if he calls his family. I don't give a fuck how many people he called. He could have called the army, the police. I don't give a fuck how many people he called. I was gonna go and confront him to his face. So I did that. So I called him a pussy to his face, all this other, like I made a scene. I made sure everyone knew exactly what I was going through. So there's no confusion. He was playing the pussy rap. I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. You there talking. You're not saying what I'm doing to you. Like they're doing it right there. You see what I'm saying? When I started going into they started like putting all this, like, you know, this energy in there, like, so that I can't say it the way I want. So they're doing it right now. You see, they're the type that try to like match energies to me while I'm speaking. You see what I mean? They're pussies. They're extreme fucking pussies. Check this out. So I'm telling to his face, and I know exactly what you're doing. You're messing with me. You're putting voices in my head. You're playing my energy. You better stop. If you keep going, I'm gonna go fucking break your face. I'm telling him to his face, like I know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what you're up to. I know how you do it. You better fucking stop. So he goes and gets a fucking order of harassment against me. Like he told the judge that I have weapons in here. I have BB guns in here. I don't have any weapons. But he told him I have weapons, that I flaunt them around, that I said I was gonna shoot him. Like even his family got an order of protection. And I wasn't even addressing them. I was addressing him. And everything was out, you know, in the open. There's videos, proof, evidence. So he went and lied to the judge. So he's not only a liar and deceiver, he went a step further and went to a judge and got an order of protection. Check this out. I'm not even lying to you. Like, yo, check this out. There's fucking papers backing this up. There's fucking papers, yo. This is fucking solid evidence that he's a fucking atomic pussy. I'm dealing with an atomic fucking pussy squad here. So check this out. They're trying to look. They're trying to extract my energy right now. You see how I started, and now I sound like there's like an inconsistency somewhere when I'm speaking. They're trying to do it again. The disconnection. Since I told you, they're trying to do it again. Like I told you, I tell you, and they do it right away. Right away, they start doing their little tricks. Like if they're disconnecting me, I'm not hearing my body. Like they go and do it right away. It's one of those things that when you're watching someone and they say certain things, you feel like you could do certain things to that person. I know exactly how they do it. I grew up around this. I know I'm at the top of the truth, yo. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know how they do their pussy shit. So they watch me, and when I say certain things, it's like a window of opportunity opens up right there. They just saw it before I told you. Before I said window of opportunity, it was there. They saw it. So right now they're thinking like if they got me inverted and they're seeing me from a perspective that they're way beyond me. So they're seeing it before I see it. So before I say it, they're making believe like if I'm inverted, my mind and stuff like that, and they're seeing my mind and what I'm about to say, and like if they're seeing my synapses and my brain sparks and stuff like that, and like they could play with it if it feels like it and stuff like that. You see what I mean? I'm dealing with an atomic pussy squad. And it's not only the Mexicans, because Freemasons are the ones who ordering them to come after me. Freemasons, the Illuminati, the CFR. If you know about the CFR, then you may know a little bit of what I'm talking about. There are occultic societies, liars united, devil worshippers right now. They're giving me a sensation like this. They're atomic fucking pussies, cowards. Right now, look, right now I feel a little bit less than myself right now. Like if I've been too long making this video and now I like my back must hurt because I've been making a 26-minute video now. That's the way it feels. So now I feel a little bit disconnected. Like if they put if they did like this and it feels like my spirit's back here, but it feels like it's literally in the front. Like if they disconnect, like if they did it back here, but if they inverted it and it's like in the front, it feels like it's in the front, but I know it's in the back. You see what I mean? And now it's back. You see what I mean? So I'm going through this shit right now live in this live video as I'm explaining it to you, what they're doing to me, what I've been through for over 1.5 years now. I've been living in this house for 2 years now. I bought this house so I could have some privacy and I could finally expose them the right way and stuff like that. So they came after me even more, giving me more for me to work with. I expose them directly now because they're doing it right now in this video. Even though you can't see it, it's not physical. The attack is non-physical, what they're doing to me. They're doing it to me non-physically from their homes. And sometimes they put it on automatic. So sometimes I go online and because I've said, oh yeah, they're using my phone, the capabilities on my phone and the internet and stuff like the calculations and all, like they started doing it because they felt like they could do it. You see what I mean? So I explained it like that one day because they were doing it. They were, possessing my phone through their astral projection forms and stuff. They were going into my phone and watching. So, I didn't say it the way it was supposed to be said. Like, they're using their astral projection forms and they're matching with my phone. It's like when they're matching with my phone, they can see me. Like, I know exactly how to do it too. I could do it to them too. I just don't do it. I'm not like them. I'm not a scum bag. I'm having a speech interruption issue. So they put a curse, speech interruption, speech inconsistent, one of those things, right? So they did that. That's why I'm having a little bit of struggle speaking as smooth as I'm supposed to be speaking when I'm speaking, because they're doing it right now. They put a speech interruption or inconsistency curse while I'm speaking. They're tying my energies, like I told you, as I'm speaking, explaining this as I'm going. So my neighbor goes and gets an order of harassment, order of protection against me, like if I'm the one who started this. Yeah, I went to go physically to go to his face and tell him to his face that I know exactly what he's doing, he better stop and all that. But it's because he's been messing with me. And I explained that to the sheriffs and stuff like that. I even made reports about this beforehand. So I've been complaining about this consistently. Yo, my neighbors are messing with me. They're doing it in non-physical ways. I know exactly how to explain myself. So I explained myself that, the whole, I've explained the whole thing to the sheriff's department. Now, I'm the type that I never call the police. You see what I mean? But this right here is terrorism to the maximum level because they're doing it from within. It's different when somebody's fucking with your mind, going through your memories and acting all tough. And then when they see any resistance, they go and call the rest of them, help, yo, he's fighting and he doesn't let me do what I want to do. Like they literally do that type of shit. They're atomic pussies. Yo, get it. Get it through your head. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you go to church, you probably heard about this stuff, like spirits and stuff like that. Church has it right in that regard where these individuals use their spirits astral projection forms to go fuck with people, and then they act like innocent individuals. And these are the types that I'm dealing with right now. They're family people, they got kids, jobs and stuff like that. So they got the image of innocence. You see what I mean? They look like innocent individuals. They look like innocent individuals. They're the type that never get in trouble and stuff like that, or probably got in, it depends, because everyone's different. You see what I mean? So they have the image of innocence. Like my neighbor, he was right there with his family looking innocent, and like if I went up to him for no reason, I didn't give a fuck. I'm real, you see what I mean? I don't gotta fucking play like if it's not what it is, you see what I mean? So I went up to him because I know what he's doing. I know what I'm going through. I know what he's doing to me, you see what I mean? So I didn't care if he was there with his family. I knew what he did. I knew what he did, and I explained myself. Now, the sheriffs went and took sides with him because he was there looking innocent with his family and stuff like that. And they were trying to make me look like if I was crazy. So I explained that too. I made a complaint about that too. I know how to defend myself. I'm at the top of the truth table, dogs. So check this out. So they're cowards united, and they're the type to watch you, pay attention to you if you're not like them. They consider you the enemy. The moment that they see that you're not like them, you're not saying keywords or phrases or passwords, you're not identifying like, in their ways and stuff like that, they consider you the enemy. They cast you out. You see what I mean? They consider you an outlaw. Like if you're the bad guy, but it's them. You see what I mean? Liars and deceivers. So they're bad, and they worship all this grotesqueness and malice and bad, and they praise the bad. Like Jay-Z is a high level Illuminati. He's a Freemason too. They praise these individuals because they're bad. They don't show it. They have the image of good, innocent, right to the cameras and stuff like that, like Hillary, Obama. They're high-level Satanists too. They have the image of innocence. Look at Hillary's fucking smile on camera. She fucking smiles fucking crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she never did shit, and she's a fucking high-level criminal. Joe Biden is a fucking terrorist. Obama, Hillary, Joe Biden, George Bush. They're fucking Satanists. They're devil worshippers. They're terrorists. George Bush created a war over lies. He went and lied on national TV about weapons of mass destruction and started a war with Iraq. I went to go fight this war. I'm a veteran. I'm an army veteran myself. I went to this war to go fight for this country. And when I came back, I wanted answers. Why did I go over there? Who sent me? And I started learning, like, yo, I want to know exactly why I went, who put my life at risk, who sent me out there. So I saw the videos and the 9/11s and people saying, oh, it was an inside job. So it was easy for me to put it together. I was like, oh shit. And then George Bush lied and nothing happened to him. You see what I mean? How many people died overseas over his lies? Weapons of mass destruction that never got found. You see what I mean? He's a high-level Satanist. He's a high-level devil worshippers. These devil worshippers want to get rich through tricks and shit like that, through Freemasons telling them what to do, how to react and stuff like that. But they don't want you to become rich unless they approve it. You see what I mean? A lot of people do get rich without their approval and stuff like that, but they don't like it. They want to be able to control the whole flow of things happening in this country. Hold up, they're fucking with my energy right now. You, not me. Right now we're live. The truth is in full effect right now because I'm here speaking the real truth. And I ain't gotta hide from you. You're hiding. So as long as you're hiding, you're not affecting me in any way that you want. Now, you see right now they're trying to invert it right now. One of these Mexicans, Fernando, I think it is. Fernando or one of them, right? He just went inverted the real truth. Like if I'm speaking fake lies. Nah, none of that shit. I'm in a live right now in this video exposing you. So you don't count. Everything that you say, everything that you want to affect me right now, it ain't counting. So I'm dealing with extreme fucking liars, cowards, deceivers, and shit like that. And they, as you can see, they hide in their homes. They're not hiding, they're living in their homes, right? They're existing. That's the word that I like using, because they're not human. They're not alive. They're not like us. They're existing at homes, right? Existing with their families, whatever. Existing in their fantasy world, and because they exist in a fantasy. They give up reality for a fantasy. They start believing that lies are true and that the truth is lies. You see what I mean? Like if the truth has no validity, but in reality, the truth is valid and lies are invalid. So they're in a fantasy, believing that they're in a world that's perfect. There's no aggression, there's no violence, but they go and fuck with us. You see what I mean? That's what, you know, this that saying. They're putting weakness within me right now. They're matching my image with weakness. You see what I mean? In my mind, they go in my mind, like I told, they invert themselves and they see it like if they're seeing it through my mind, and like if they could put in weakness on my pain receptors and stuff like that, and that's what they're doing. They're putting it somewhere in my mind. So I'm not inverted. You were inverted. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're pussy. You're pendejo. You all them words that mean you're pussy, coward. Not me. I'm not introverted. None of that shit is true. Nothing you say about that is true, so it don't count. And they're really persistent with this introverted shit. Introverted, my neighbor is one of the first ones I heard using that shit a lot. Yo, he started saying shit to the point that he started affecting me. I'm over here minding my business, and then I started feeling like this extreme pain and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, this pain is not, I know what I'm going through. And so I discerned it right real quick, and I'm like, yo, this pain right here that I feel is not me. And it started going away. And I'm like, yo, someone's doing this shit to me. It took me a few months before I figured out who it was, right? Because I wasn't even caring about it. I was just here minding my business. As I'm over here playing PlayStation, I feel this pain, and I'm going through my daily routines, and I feel this pain. And I had pain, mind you, but it was more than it really was. And one day I'm like, yo, I already knew who it was, but let me find out exactly where this energy is coming from. So I'm panning and I'm panning and I'm panning. And I know the energy is coming from here. And I'm panning and I'm panning. And it's you, fucking pendejo motherfucker. I'm not Mexican, I'm Dominican. I grew up in Puerto Rico, I'm Dominican. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up around realness. Mexicans, a lot of them, not to say all of them, because they're not all pussy. A lot of them will fight you, whatever the case is, right? But a lot of Mexicans, they deal with witchcraft, and witchcraft is having to hide your true intentions and do it through lies and these. Like I told you, I've been explaining all this, you know, so you know what I'm talking about right about now. So now, a lot of Mexicans deal with that pussy shit, the cowardly side, where they act and look innocent, but behind your backs, they're fucking with you and shit like that. And it's shit that you just can't, a lot of people just can't fathom. You there like, yo, are they really doing this to me? Why would they do it to me? You know, one of those things, you see what I mean? Why would they do it to me? You can just go up to my face and say, they're not like that. They're not like us. They're not normal. They are not like normal people. They're unnormal. They're not normal. You see what I mean? So I go to my neighbor's house, to my neighbor's property to tell him to his face, like, I know exactly what you're doing. He wants to get some fucking harassment order against me. Proof. He gets a fucking order of protection against me, tells the judge a fucking bunch of lies and shit. The judge approves it. That I got a bunch of weapons in it. Right now they're projecting, you see that thing right there? You see that thing right there? That's one of the things that they send at me. Like if they took my energy and they created this thing, they said it in very slick ways and very fast. Like they said a bunch of things that they wanted the thing to do. Like if it's indestructible, it can't be deleted, or it keeps coming back no matter what I do and stuff like that. Like if they took my energy and created it from my energy. So that thing right there, that thing from Jekyll Island, the Federal Reserves, where the Federal Reserves was created, That's what they're sending at me. Like if they created that for my, that's what they wanted my, you see that energy thing that they were doing, pulling my spirit out. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to pull it out and extract it and then create it and then send it at me and then say, you know, you do that and this, and whenever he does this, you do that. And, you know, like if it's a devil coming after me and I'm about the truth, I'm on the side of God. You see what I mean? So they go create this thing out of my energy, you see, and they send it at me. And you saw that thing, you see right there, that image right there? You see, because they saw that I was about to think about it, so they're going to project it before I project, because they want to be ahead of me. You see what I mean? The devil, the thing about the devil is he wants to have information about you so he could be ahead of you and mess with you and doing the verdict shit and play mind tricks and energy tricks and stuff like that. But since the devil ain't real, these devil worshippers are the face of the devil. You see what I mean? And that's what I'm exposing right here in this live. Yo, it's a 40-minute video by now. I don't want to take too long. You get what I'm saying by now. I'm being targeted in real life. And after I finish this video, I'm going to go protect myself because I've been a little bit open. I let them in so that you can see some of the effects while I'm speaking and stuff like that, while I'm explaining myself and all that. So Freemasons, the Illuminati, they're the type to hone in on you if they could. If you're surrounded by positive people, they won't do it because there's evidence right there. You know, people will protect you and you protect yourself with people and stuff like that. It depends. And since I'm by myself, they gang up on me. That little slip right there, you saw it right there. There was a slip when I was speaking, and there was they don't want me to feel confident. And sometimes when I'm speaking, I build confidence when I'm speaking. And when I'm speaking, the smooth thing, they go and put like some kind of energy, like interruption in there. Ice pick. They call it ice pick. It's an ice pick pot right there. And while it's like, you know, they're interrupting the flow and the direction. Like when you're about to go feel confident, they see it. You see what I mean? Not you, me. I'm seeing me. They're seeing it like if I'm inverted and they're seeing it from my mind perspective and stuff like that. And they got me like mapped out in a way where they're seeing where my energy, like if I'm gonna go to the confidence, let's say confidence is here. They're within and they're seeing it like if they're seeing the kind of energies that you're in. So if I'm not 100% protected, they're seeing it in a way. You see what I mean? They're seeing it in a certain type of way. So they go and maneuver around these words. So if I'm over here minding my business, I'm minding my business and I'm in the ignorance because I'm not protecting myself. So they're seeing it like that. You see what I mean? And they go into they maneuver around. They go into certain type of place. So if I'm about to go and defend myself, they see it. They see, oh, he's about to go and defend himself. So we're going to go here where we're incognito, let's say, right? And they're incognito and and I'm over here fighting and they're hiding and stuff and they're sending like images or whatever the case. You see what I mean? And if I don't go where incognito is while they're hiding, you see what I mean? Like they're seeing it from a word's perspective. Oh, he's here. He's here in the living room. They're seeing all the words that apply to me while I'm here. You see what I mean? I'm over here, minding my business. I'm watching YouTube. I'm not 100% protected. I'm by myself, this and that. And this is the room of opportunity. You see the window of opportunities that they have against me. I got this, that, this. You see? So they're seeing it like that. Like if they're within and they want to have all the advantages. They want to have the information. They want to be able to maneuver around me and want to fight. They want to go hide and stuff like that. You see what I mean? Like they step out. They got this trick that whenever I start to fight, sometimes they just clock out. They make believe like if they clock out or they go on a trip to Hawaii or some shit like that. Like if they just go and I'm over here fighting and they're in a trip in Hawaii, they're hiding and shit like that. Even though it doesn't work because I always go into places where I go and annihilate them no matter where they're at. You see what I mean? I know how to protect myself. I know how to fight. So when I start fighting, they'll go, when they can't take it anymore and I got them in a place, oh, auxilio, help, Julio's fighting back, he's hitting me. They literally go like that. They do that type of shit. They're pussies. They're atomic pussies. I'm telling you. Right now my back is hurting, but it's not hurting. You see? Disconnection. I disconnected from it. There's a little bit of pain in my back, but it ain't because of them. You see what I mean? It's because I told you that they're putting fake pain in my. It's one of those things that I told you about, where I be here minding my business and they're putting fake pain in my back. They're doing one of these things where they go behind my back. They go behind my back and they put it there. You see what I mean? Because they're not direct. They're not supposed to do things directly. These Mexicans tend to do that shit, but they're not supposed to. That's not the satanic way. You see what I mean? So anyway, these Mexicans around here in this town where I live in, you see, they're projecting what I'm, it's not something I want to tell you, but they're projecting it. So they're projecting what I'm thinking right now so the moment I'm thinking, they're seeing it too, because they're make believe inverting my mind against me. You see what I mean? They're fucking devils, bro. They're fucking devil worshippers, extreme pussies. Even when I said extreme pussies, I was supposed to say it with a level of smoothness. And I didn't, because they're there trying to like stop my energy from saying it completely. You see what I mean? They don't want me to feel complete. They don't want me to feel accomplished. They don't want me to feel confident. They don't want me to go into my normal levels of comfort. You see what I mean? So they're there all the time. But they're working together against me. My neighbor went and did that pussy ass shit against me with the judge and stuff and the sheriffs and stuff like that. So now I know I can't trust the sheriff's department. I can't trust them. But I still make my reports to have it as evidence, proof that I'm going through something. Because even if they don't want to take me seriously, I have evidence, solid evidence. I called. I let them know exactly what I was going through. You see what I mean? And this is stuff that I'm not supposed to be going through. But check this out. I've been sabotaged so many times by these devil worshippers that I know better. I know better not to go and face them. I did it to my neighbor because I took it for too long. But I know better not to do certain things. You see what I mean? I go about it this way. It's better than me just going and killing. Because then I get arrested and do life, whatever the case, and they get me out the way. You see what I mean? But you're supposed to kill them. You're supposed to kill these devil worshippers because they're terrorists. What they're doing to me, I should have went and got me an arsenal and got rid of them. But there's so many of them that I got to do it as a group, collectively. Us against them. Good against bad, and we got to get rid of them. And this is not hate speech. I'm not being discriminatory or none of that stuff. I'm not being racial. I used to love Mexican people until I moved to this town. They started doing that shit to me. And this is nonstop. These Mexicans don't give up. They're the type that they're too fucking, that's that word, when they're too stubborn. You know how these Mexicans are too stubborn? They just don't get it. They just keep going and going. That's how they're targeting me. They're targeting me from a too stubborn perspective. Where they're too stubborn to get it, they just keep coming at me, and I keep exposing them, and they don't get it. They just keep coming like, oh, don't talk about Mexicans. And they go about it like that. Like if all Mexicans are good. And I know that that's not the case. You see what I mean? But anyways, stay tuned. I exposed them enough in this video so that you get the point. All the way through, I was consistent until this pain started bothering me. I feel this like shooting pain on my back right now. And I know my back is not hurting me to that level. But anyways, so, stay tuned. Leave a like, subscribe. Fernando right there. Through Freemasons. I just burped twice right now. And they're acting like if they could make me burp and do something of it. Like if they did it, because I was about to do it anyways, and that they could do something off of it. Sometimes they believe it like that. Like if they're extracting my burps because it's already there, about to come out, and they're acting like they're the ones doing it. And that if I burp, when they're acting like if they're doing it, that they could do whatever they want. Sometimes they go and think, oh, I'll bring back whatever he deleted from us and stuff like that. And they go in and bring it back. And like, I'm going through some real stuff right now. They're doing lies and deceptions, but sometimes they've had effects on me. Now it's going away because now I'm getting better. I feel better, stronger than before. So it's not having the same effect that it was having on me before. But anyways, we got to get rid of these devil worshippers. For real, for real. They'll go and call the police. Like, he wants to kill us all for no reason at all. Like if they're not fucking with me, you see what I mean? They fuck with me, and then when I go and take action, they act like if they were just there minding their business, and I'm over there threatening them and stuff like that, like my neighbor did. You see what I mean? He went and fucked with me all this time, and when I finally went over there, he used it against me. You see what I mean? A fucking devil, a pussy, an extreme atomic level pussy. And I told him to his face, so at least I got that out the way. You see what I mean? Because I'm real. Pussy ass. Right now, he just noticed that I'm speaking about him right now. And I'll tell him to his face. I told him once already. And he went and did that shit with the judge and the police. Like, yo, it's gonna come to a point where I'm gonna go and fucking take physical action against him. Cause he stopped now because I went and linked the paperwork that he started with me to the judge. So now whenever he fucks with me or he does some shit, I expose it, I tell the judge inadvertently from within, like, Judge, look, he's doing it. So, you know, I'm telling, yeah, but it's for the right reasons. It's not like I'm telling someone's selling drugs. Like, this is not non-related to street stuff. This is like civil stuff. This is stuff between you and, you know, me and my neighbors and stuff like that. They're fucking with me in a satanic level, and I'm exposing them. This is way different than street stuff. You see what I mean? It's not like I'm over here telling them people. I am, but it's like, you can't even relate that shit to snitching. Even though snitching right now is being used inadvertently as some kind of like code of silence because they don't want people telling the truth. Like, I use common sense. So when I tell, I know why I'm doing it. You see what I mean? I speak to the sheriffs, whatever. Like, I know why I'm doing it. I'm 44 years old. I don't play that bullshit, that fucking minor league shit. Like, I'm a grown man. You see what I mean? I have common sense. I don't fucking go and trap myself or let them trap me through codes that I don't follow. I never agree with them fucking street rules anyways. A lot of that shit is just stupid shit. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb like they are. I don't just follow blindly. I always had it in mind, like, yo, these dudes are being misled, like they're being controlled, and they don't know how. And I didn't want to be like that. You know, I was always that guy out the group that had a common, and not to say I was the only one. There's a lot of other dudes that would do it too. There's a lot of people who do that shit too. But anyways, stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Leave a like. They couldn't do that shit right now, interrupt me while I was speaking. So stay tuned, leave a like, subscribe, spread the word, yo. The enemies amongst us, they live. They're the devil's henchman, minion, the army, whatever, army of the devil, whatever, however you want to call it. But they're amongst us, and we got to get rid of them. A lot of them look innocent, so don't be driven by the look of innocence. We gotta get rid of them. They all gotta go. They all gotta go. I'm gonna go regain my energy back and stuff like that from these fucking pendejo motherfuckers. You see, they projected that before I said it. That pendejo shit, that pendejo word, which means it's like a extreme pussy type. It's one of those words they call you to your face. You gotta fight, but they're just like that, 100%. These neighbors. I got a house back here. Someone back there, the house next door to me, they're fucking pendejo motherfuckers that hide and strike from the shadows and shit like that. So anyway, stay tuned, leave a like, subscribe, yo.